Breaking news. It's Jack's birthday, again? How is that even possible? Didn't we just celebrate this last year? Stay tuned for a rundown on all the birthday party festivities.
Hello again. We're back for another quiz, and this one is to celebrate Mr. Jack Little's birthday. Being asked to do a quiz because there's no pub open for them to go out and get sozzled for Jack's birthday, so that's not a problem. We shall do that. Now, being as Jack enjoys sports, I've got to say, anybody else playing, because I will put it out for general for everybody to play as well. Anybody else playing, it's mainly sport. So if you don't like sport, I'm afraid you're out of luck. There is some general knowledge and some entertainment, but the majority of it is sport. If I just have a quick look at the quiz itself, what we've got is the first one is a picture round, sports pictures. Second one is general sport questions, so that's just sport throughout history. The third round is news and entertainment, mainly from 2019 and 2020, so not so long ago. Because Jack's one of them, I wasn't born then, people. So, you were born this time. You've got no excuse if you lose. No pressure, Jack. And then round 4 is 2019 and 2020 sport. So, there we go. So, we are going to start with a picture round. 10 pictures of sports people. All I want to know is their name. So, I shall put it up on the screen, and it'll stay on the screen for a minute. So, if you want longer than that, you probably will, to get up to the screen and have a look. Just pause it, and, then you can put the answers down 1 to 10, and I shall be back with the questions. I'll give all the answers at the end of the 40 questions, as usual, by the way. So that's the way we do it. So, here we go. Here are the pictures. Hold on a minute, that's not the pictures. Sorry, that's not the pictures. I don't know how that got in there. Right, this time, here we go with the pictures. Right, there we are then. That was the actual real pictures. So, round 2, 3 and 4, hopefully, without too much stuttering, I will attempt to do all together. So, round 2. Which team came third in the 2018 FIFA World Cup? Which team came third in the last World Cup, the 2018 FIFA World Cup? That's number 11. Number 12. To within a mile, how long is the total distance of a marathon? So I'll accept your answer with a mile either way, either a mile under or a mile over. It's fine, Number 13. How many Olympic gold medals has Usain Bolt won? So not the Commonwealth and Internationals and all that stuff, just Olympic gold medals. How many has Usain Bolt won? Olympic golds. Number 14. 3 footballers became BBC Sports Personality of the Year during the 20th century. Bobby Moore, Michael Owen, and who else? We shall read it again. Number 14. 3 footballers became BBC Sports Personality of the Year during the 20th century. There was Bobby Moore, Michael Owen, and who else? There we go. Number 15. What is the only sport to be played on the moon? What was the only sport that has been played on the moon? Although quite how much of a game you could have, I don't know. It's, one of them daft questions, really. No wonder it's in this quiz then. Number 16. Which country won the first ever Rugby World Cup? Which country won the first ever Rugby World Cup? Simply enough, that one. Simple enough, rather. 17. In which sport do teams compete to win the Stanley Cup? Just want the type of sport. In which sport do teams compete to win the Stanley Cup? Just like the place, Stanley, Stanley. Which brings us up to number 18. In which year did Mike Ashley... Hold on. Now, steady. No throwing things at the screen. In which year did Mike Ashley buy an initial 41.6% of shares in Newcastle United Football Club? So which year was it when he bought his first 41.6 shares? Right, 19. At which Test cricket ground could you bowl from the Radcliffe Road end? Which Test cricket ground? You see that happen? Would you be at if you were bowling from the Radcliffe Road end? And 20, the last one of this round. In UK greyhound racing, what colour does the number 3 dog wear? All 6 of them have their own colours. In UK greyhound racing, what colour does the number 3 dog wear? There we go. And that was the general sport questions. The next round is news and entertainment. I was thinking, actually, Jack's been a great supporter of the quiz. And, I've always enjoyed him having there. And, every time he comes, I always think, what a masculine fella he is. He really is. I think it's probably best we just move on. I haven't got a great deal to say about that. I think we'll just move on. Round 3 is the 2019 and 2020 news and entertainment. So, here we go. In 2019, the US Justice Department charged which Chinese mobile phone firm with multiple counts of fraud? It's not easy to say that. In 2019, the US Justice Department charged which Chinese mobile phone firm with multiple counts of fraud? What was the name of that mobile phone company? So, 22. Also in 2019, the court case featuring Joaquin Archivaldo Guzman Loera made world headlines. By what name is this Mexican drug lord better known? It was all over the news. So, what is the name? The drug lord's name, Joaquin Archivaldo Guzman Loera, is better known by which name? That's another way to put it, and easier as well. Number 23. In which month of 2020 was the first full lockdown announced by Boris Johnson? In which month of 2020 was the first full lockdown announced by Boris Johnson? Not too difficult, that one. 24. Within 1 million either way, how much did Captain Tom Moore raise for charity for the NHS? So, again, million over, million under, I don't mind, But within 1 million either way, how much did Captain Tom Moore raise? But my mouth today, it's because I haven't got a drink. It's quite early, it's only like 3 in the afternoon. And I try not to drink before 6 o'clock because it's just a bit too easy to, So that's the problem. That's why I'm all... Anyway. On a similar note, what was the message painted and flown around the UK on the underside of a World War II restored Spitfire? I want it exactly right. If you don't get it exactly right from the answer that I give you at the end of this quiz, then you've got it wrong. You haven't got it right, have you, basically? No, stands to reason. So, what was the message painted and flown around the UK on the underside of a World War II restored Spitfire? That was number 25. Number 26. What is the name of Joe Exotic's nemesis in the hit Netflix series Tiger King, who was it that he hated? I think everybody must know this, surely. What is the name of Joe Exotic's nemesis in the hit Netflix series Tiger King? Number 27. What is the name of the new James Bond film? Although not that new, it's already 2 years old before it's, even been released. What is the name of the new James Bond film forced to delay its release due to the coronavirus outbreak? It was actually due for release, this film, in November 2019 and still isn't out. So what's the name of the new Bond film? Which Southern Korean film won 2020 Best Film Oscar at the awards ceremony? What was the name of the South Korean film that won the 2020 Best Film Oscar at the 2020 Oscar Awards ceremony? Number 29. Which Marvel superhero actor passed away in 2020? Which Marvel superhero actor passed away in 2020? And number 30. Which TV puppet show returned to television on BritBox? What does that even mean? Which TV puppet show returned to television on BritBox after first appearing in 1984? There we go. So, that was round 3. That was the 2019 and 2020 news and entertainment. So, like the other rounds, if you want to pause now and set yourselves 5 minutes. I don't know how you do it because I'm not there to see, which is blatantly obvious. However, a special message here, and again, it's along the birthday lines, and I'm very happy to do this. It's basically that I remember Uncle Chris, Jack's Uncle Chris, many years ago, told me that when they were young, him and Connor, when they were little, used to go on about Power Rangers. As a lot of kids did at the time. And there's actually a special surprise, which I hope I don't spoil it, but I happen to know that that your mum's ordered you a special Power Ranger present that's coming, and it's your it's your Power Ranger underpants you've been asking for. Righty-ho then. Hope you enjoyed that. 2019 and 2020 sport is the fourth round. Which horse won the 2019 Grand National? Obviously, there was no Grand National last year because of coronavirus. So the 2019 Grand National, which horse won? 32. Who was the first woman to win a darts match at the PDC World Championship in December 2019? What's the name of that darts player? Who was the first woman to win a darts match at the PDC World Championship in December 2019? 33, I beg your pardon, that was 32. 33. Who did England beat in the 2019 Cricket World Cup final? Who did England beat in the 2019 Cricket World Cup final? 34. Which world-famous basketball player was killed in a tragic helicopter crash in January 2020? What is the name of the world-famous basketball player who was killed in a tragic helicopter crash in January 2020? And 35. Who won spurts? I didn't think they gave an award for spurts, and I'm really not pursuing that avenue any further. 35. Who won Sports Personality of the Year 2020? That's 35. Who won Sports Personality of the Year 2020? Number 36. Who did Gypsy King Tyson Fury, knock out to win the WBC heavyweight crown in February 2020? Who did Gypsy King Tyson Fury knock out to win the WBC heavyweight crown in February 2020? I tell you, I am making excuses for myself. Half the problem is these questions are so long. I've got the font quite small on the screen, so I don't have to keep moving around with my mouse and moving the page from side to side and stuff, and I can barely see what they say. That's my excuse anyway. I think most people just put it down to general illiteracy. Right. 37. Lewis Hamilton made history winning a 7th Formula 1 world title in 2020. Whose record did he equal? Lewis Hamilton made history winning a 7th Formula 1 world title in 2020. Whose record did he equal? And 38. Racing was the first major UK sport to return from its coronavirus shutdown on June the 1st last year. Which course hosted the first meeting of the restart? Racing was the first major UK sport to return from its coronavirus shutdown on June the 1st last year. Which course hosted the first meeting of the restart? 39. In their first match since securing the Premier League title, Liverpool were beaten 4-0 by which team at the start of July 2020? In their first match since securing the Premier League title, Liverpool were beaten 4-0 by which team at the start of July 2020? So who beat Liverpool 4-0? And number 40, the last one of this round and the quiz. For what reason was Novak Djokovic disqualified from the 2020 US Open? For what reason was Novak Djokovic disqualified from the 2020 US Open? What was the reason for that? Honestly, this is probably the mumbliest quiz I've ever done, but never mind anyway. Sorry about that. I hope you understand what I'm saying, and I hope you're all enjoying it anyway. So there we go. Right, so I'm going to be back with the question, with the answers even. I honestly haven't been drinking. It's just, I don't know, one of them days. I'm going to be back with the answers in a moment, but first, this. Hello and welcome back. Here we go with all 40 answers to the questions. Obviously, like usual, I'll say the question again, then give the answer at the end. I have to say, for legal reasons, that I don't own the copyright or any rights to the use of Craig Slynn or any images of him. So I just want that right out of the way first. Don't want any legal problems creeping up there, or creeping up anywhere for that matter. Right, moving on now. The first round was the picture round, and here are the answers. What you should have had 1 to 10 was number 1, Neymar. Number 2, Johnny Wilkinson. Number 3, Martina Navratilova. Number 4 was Pele. Number 5, Ronda Rousey. Number 6 was Sachin Tendulkar. Tendulkar, I think that's how you say it. Cricketer anyway. Number 7, that was number 6. Number 7, Megan Rapinoe. Number 8, Fernando Alonso. Number 9, Neil Robertson. And number 10 was Michael Jordan. There we go. Round 2, general sport questions. Which team came third in the 2018 FIFA World Cup? Belgium. Unfortunately, they beat us. Number 12, to within a mile, how long is the total distance of a marathon? It's actually 26.2 miles, so I would have accepted 25, 26 or 27, because I said within a mile. How many Olympic gold medals has Usain Bolt? Just the Olympic ones. 8. 8 gold medals. 19 gold medals in all, but only 8 of them were Olympic ones. Number 14, 3 footballers became BBC Sports Personality of the Year during the 20th century. Bobby Moore, Michael Owen, and who else? Gaza, Paul Gascoigne. 15, what is the only sport to be played on the moon? Golf. Alan Shepard basically was snuck. Yes, I suppose snuck is the word. A golf club onto Apollo 14, and they took photos of him playing golf. If they were actually there, because we're not going into that. I haven't got time for that. It's a sport quiz anyway. Right, 16. Which country won the first ever Rugby World Cup? It was New Zealand. Won the first World Cup in 1987. The Rugby World Cup's not that old. Number 17. In which sport do teams compete to win the Stanley Cup? It is men's ice hockey. Number 18. In which year did Mike Ashley buy an initial 41.6% of shares in Newcastle United? It was 23rd of May in 2007. Number 19. At which Test cricket ground could you bowl from the Radcliffe end? Trent Bridge. That's the one. And number 20. In UK greyhound racing, what colour does the number 3 dog wear? It's white. He wears the white colours. There we go. Hope you're enjoying it. I wish I had brought a drink now. I'm not half thirsty. Never mind. Right, round 3. 2019 and 2020 news and entertainment. Number 21. In 2019, the US Justice Department charged which Chinese mobile phone firm with multiple counts of fraud? Huawei. Huawei. I think it's pronounced Huawei, but that's the way I pronounce it anyway, which isn't bad for me. Number 22. Also in 2019, the court case featuring Joaquin Acavado Guzman Loera made world headlines. What is this Mexican drug lord better known as? El Chapo. That's him. Number 23. In which month of 2020 was the first full lockdown announced by Boris Johnson? March the 23rd to be precise. Number 24. Within 1 million either way, how much did Captain Tom Moore raise for charity for NHS? 33 million. It was actually 32,795,065 pounds. So if you had 32, 33 or 34 million, you got it right. Number 25. What was the message painted and flown around the UK on the underside of a World War II restored Spitfire? I wanted it exactly right, and it was "Thank you, NHS." So there we go. 26. What is the name of Joe Exotic's nemesis in the hit Netflix series Tiger King? Carol Baskin. 27. What is the name of the new James Bond film forced to delay its release due to the coronavirus outbreak? No Time to Die. 28. Which South Korean film won 2020 Best Film at the Oscar Awards? Parasite. That's what it was called. 29. Which Marvel superhero actor passed away in 2020? Chadwick Boseman, who played Black Panther, sadly. And number 30. Which TV puppet show returned to TV on BritBox after first appearing in 1984? Spitting Image. Although they reckon this newer version's nowhere near as good as the old ones used to be. I haven't seen it myself. Right, so one round of answers to go. Round 4. When you're ready. 31. Which horse won the 2019 Grand National? Tiger Roll. 32. Who was the first woman to win a darts match at the PDC World Championship in December 2019? Fallon Sherrock. Number 33. Who did England beat in the 2019 Cricket World Cup final? New Zealand. Number 34. Which world-famous basketball player was killed in a tragic helicopter crash in January 2020? Kobe Bryant. And 35. Who won Sports Personality of the Year in 2020? It was, of course, Lewis Hamilton. 36. Who did Gypsy King Tyson Fury knock out to win the WBC heavyweight crown in February 2020? Deontay Wilder. And number 37. Lewis Hamilton made history with a P. Lewis Hamilton made history winning a 7th F1 world title in 2020. Whose record did he equal? Michael Schumacher. There we are. 38. Racing was the first major UK sport to return from its coronavirus shutdown on June the 1st last year. Which course hosted the first meeting of the restart? It was, of course, Newcastle. Newcastle were the first to get away. So, 39. In their first match since securing the Premier League title last year, Liverpool were beaten 4-0 by which team at the start of July? Manchester City. And number 40, the last one of this quiz. For what reason was Novak Djokovic disqualified from the 2020 US Open? He hit a line judge with a tennis ball. Personally, I don't think it was deliberate. Very poor, I thought. But anyway, that was it. He was off and thrown out, and that was that. So, and I'm just about off now because that is the end of the quiz. Jack, I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic birthday with friends or family or both. I hope you're all having a good drink up, and I hope you enjoyed the quiz. Just leaves me to say thanks very much for taking such an interest in it, and I hope you all enjoyed it. See you again soon. Cheers now. Ta-da.